used to live there. Basketball on the tier, used to win there. Up in the cell at 17, back in jail with no bail at 19. Up the road with the life is at 20. Made my first 100,000 at 23. Now who is he or who is she to speak on my name when you ain't me? Why they talking I'm overseas? Biggie Smalls when I move it was all a dream. Keep on talking and pump me up. Call me lucky, I guess I got dummy luck. Give it a play and then it's time. Better believe he gon' it up. Hey, he might snitch on YouTube. Say that you was up and put that on YouTube. Why you always rapping about it? That you do? Why you always rapping about it? That you do? Hey, if it's up like that, it's stuck like that. If it's up like that, it's stuck like that.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Rodgers going to come out throwing. And his first pass is incomplete. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. Motion man left is Lazard. Throwing now is Rodgers. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play. They'll look to throw again. He's got the hook up to Lazard. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Rodgers to throw once more.
At the 36-yard line.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
To throw is Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A first down and then some. 36 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. There on the stop with Leo Chanel. The Jets at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Find a way to win some games and keep moving forward.
From the 23, here's a 2nd and 5.
Hey, 88. Check 30. Yeah, this. Jump out.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. On the out route, he completes it to Hall. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pick up of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. Down the numbers. There he goes. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Usually in this spot, you'd hear an offensive coordinator saying, don't feel like you've got to get this all back at once. But here, they give up the opening touchdown and say, no time like the present to show what we can do too. And that's big yardage on their initial play from scrimmage.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On first down, Rodgers taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Get 300. Get 300. Teammate. Go to 50. Go. Inside. Easy.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Motion man left is Lazard. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a
touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Yellow. Hey, 43, 43, 15. 87.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
He'll try again. And he's going to bullet his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco punching it in from a yard away. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's good for a Jets. First and 10.
Rodgers now on first down. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 5.
At the Chiefs' 42-yard line.
Rodgers again now. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Throwing is Rodgers. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up fourth.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Line for the Jets field goal. A 59-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On first and 10, here's Pacheco. He'll take this to the 46.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Now meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Hey, 88.
Rodgers now to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Take 30.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Nicole Hardman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
26. Hey, take 26.
Motion man left is Lazard. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nicole Hardman, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Zerline good with a PAT, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker on for the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Chiefs 20, Jets 17.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the 1st half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get free out of this drive. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Give him 32 on the play.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Get 300. Get 300.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. The try. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Rodgers now on first down. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Touchdown, Jets! Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Chiefs 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Oh, some strong running. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And they can't bring him down. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a third quarter lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Chiefs 27, Jets 24.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, but as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Hey, 88, 30. Here we go.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Taken in left side, it's Wilson. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Hey, 26. Over 50. Hey, you block him. Stand 300. Stand 300. Yeah, this. Look at this.
Rodgers going to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Rodgers to throw once more. And that, nearly picked off. Well, it would have been a great time for their first interception of the game. Instead, it's second down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Rodgers to throw on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It's so close, he gets it to the one. Out of bounds right there. 11 more on that one and another first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it,
and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, Speedy, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here's Isaiah Pacheco to return it. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. In motion right is Tony. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now they're in the hurry-up.
1st and goal, Kansas City.
Now Patrick going to change the play. Here's Pacheco. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco taking it in from a yard out. And the Chiefs have regained the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Hey, take 26.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And just shedding him off there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there on 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
34, Jets 31.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. That's caught inside the 20. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Cook up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Dalvin Cook with career touchdown number 60. And the Jets have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns, so this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode, had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
63 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
A gain of 19 yards.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jets are right back in this football game. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Rodgers now to throw. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Inside. 630.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And got his man complete. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, flag.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now 2nd down and a few inches. Now Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. If you've been waiting all day for this Sunday nighter's been worth the wait. It's 3rd down here. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. A big play here. 3rd and 2.
Go right. We are going.
This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
That's another Jets.
26.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Back to the ground, Cook. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th. Wow. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Mahomes. And, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
43.
Mahomes.
There's that man again. It's complete.
And he'll manage maybe 10 yards, but they'll surrender that defensively, no problem.
Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes. And that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Mahomes.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Chiefs 48, Jets 45.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week, as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings.
Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop down to 1-3, and they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Like, I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scruff. The hills, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna meet my wife in the club. We gon' see though, I feel like she more of a CEO. Or maybe she doing volunteer work in Rio. It's not like I need her, but I would